not my man. You're not my man. You're a genius.
High class shit right here.
They hid wineries from us. They hid fucking brunch. They hid pumpkin picking,
man,
apple
wineries
picking.
are so elite,
They're
bro.
the best. Yeah, white people just be hiding stuff from us. Like, share.
Right? Like, yeah, it's not like, we don't have the opportunity to share. Y'all just steal it. Y'all just steal our shit.
That's
but at least
it.
shit.
And then they call us thieves. And then they call us thieves. Let me find out. Let me find out the golf club's popping and see if I get a bunch of bros.
Bro. Golf is popping. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. Golf is popping, bro. It is popping. Getting drunk on the green, rolling around a golf course, bro.
That's what I'm gonna if I ever became famous, I would just appropriate shit like that. I would open up like the first hood golf club, all shit like that. First hood winery with malt liquor. All that shit, bro.
Malt liquor.
All of that shit.
Malt liquor and cognac, right?
Yeah, yep. I'm telling you, all of that shit, man. Fucking appropriate they shit. We taking shit back.
We taking shit back, bro.
Right. I don't know. I think this is episode 147. I don't remember. Usually I remember. Today I'm off, but whatever. We started off this week with a lemon. This was the Shottaz Forever by MO3. Rest in peace. That's crazy how many rappers died in the last like 2-3 years. Rappers just getting bodied, bro. And we had a year off and rappers still are getting shot. But yeah, this project, I usually like MO3's music. I think this was a little boring. This is one of those posthumous albums. I don't know if this was like finished before he passed, but it feels a little undercooked. I didn't hate it though. I didn't think it was a lemon. I think this probably would have edged a 7 for me, but it wasn't like the best shit ever. I think I like his other stuff a little bit more. But I'm a fan of MO3. I think out of the melodic, singy rap dudes, he has the better like structured and like, the cleaner sound. He's kind of like wherever he's from, he kind of gives me like Dirk vibes because Dirk's like the cleaner of that type of shit.
Is it MO3 or is it Mo? Is it MO3?
I'm going with MO3, but it could be Mo.
Okay, I just had to make sure.
That's where I finally show my age. I don't dig the hidden characters. I don't like the switching up and the V's for like no, just MO3.
Yeah, the V's, the A's, and shit like MO3. That. Yeah.
But
okay.
This project was solid though. I rocked with this project. I think this is chill music, and honestly, music like this for me now is gonna hit a little bit more because it's nice out. And we get to just chill. So this is like barbecue, chill outside music type stuff. I
wasn't mad at this. Yeah. I was a little mad at the Boosie Badass because it was just.
I like Boosie for the most part too.
No, I like Boosie, but it didn't. It's just it felt like it was forced. It felt like a forced feature, and there was 2 of them on it. So I thought like at least one.
And then
both of them was just
too. I feel like the YFN one. I feel like this was kind of like
Lucci. Yeah. I like Lucci too.
I like Lucci too. Yeah. I feel like on this one though it wasn't good. I feel like that's why I feel like this is like a label push project. You know what I'm saying? Like he died, so it's like we need to make money. So let's just throw like the studio verse that we have YFN on a different track, and let's match the tempo and just fucking
right
for grabs. Because like,
and this is Boosie's artist too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe that's why I kind of felt forced. Maybe it was like, oh, let me jump on because I only have this one verse from him.
I know a lot of this is going to go towards his like kids and stuff like that. So it's probably
right.
Let's throw our names and shit on there to kind of get it up there. I like because I usually like Boosie. Boosie, he's one of those southern rappers, but he says like really real aggressive like hood shit.
Yeah,
and I like that.
Yeah, him and Blas always say like wild. It's like but they always say like 1 or 2 lines that just be like, oh, okay. But he's not fucking around.
Yeah, I rock with it though. I'm not mad at it. So the next one was this was a submission. This was Doe Network presents Skanless Summer by TF. This is fucking dope, man. This is this dude has a dope like kind of like I don't know where he's from, but I'm gonna say he has like that. He has like that New York style and cadence, and I don't know. He has that. He just sounds like a New York rapper. He has that type of vibe, and he's just talking about like shit that you do with like scanning money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a fan of that because it's not like just talking about scanning and like extra money. It's like the shit you do with it, like the good side of it. But it was solid, man. I think this was dope. I just didn't like all of the features on here. Most were good, but I think they took away from him.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded more like early New Jersey rap. Yeah. That makes any kind of sense.
Okay,
sounded like early New Jersey, bro.
Before Fetty Wap ruined Jersey.
Yeah, like the Joe Budden, like when he was coming up type, and what was the other cat that he was running with? What's his face? He ran with Fab too. the other Jersey cat. It was like 3 of them, but it was Budden and him.
Yeah,
they used to always get beats from Moschino and Sparks.
Yeah.
But this definitely sounded. It had that
like that gritty era type.
Yeah, it had that. So I mean, I wasn't mad at it, but like you said, the features definitely did take
away from it.
Space Monster was doo-doo.
He was garbage.
Doo-doo.
He was trash. And it was crazy because it's like you wouldn't like. I get it. You want to get your homies on tracks, but when you have a project that sounds this clean and like the production is dope and stuff like that, and just to have a verse,
you can't just be having anybody on there.
It's crazy, bro. Absolutely.
Not everybody gets to get blessed. Like you gotta have throwaway records where you get your homies on. You can't have like nice records that sound good and then by the time it gets to the feature, you want to turn this shit off. That's
the only features that with that. Anytime he had that dude Bale on here, it slapped, and that dude Triz, like that track, AWAX and O-Dog, that track was so dope. And it's like have more of those dudes on the track, and that's it. You don't need all the, you don't need Space Monster. Fuck out of here. At all. So the next project, another dope street project. This was Phillip Beasley by Philthy Rich, and this was dope. I like Philthy Rich. He's another person who just has like a very street cadence, and this is like very aggressive, like flex raps, like hood shit. Like, I got money now, so you ain't gonna tell me nothing. Like real shit. Not like, I'm lying about what I have. This is like a grown man who finally learned how to save money and is flexing on people with like a Florida trip type shit. And I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was good. I
didn't get to listen to the whole album. Only one I listened to was the Jim Jones. Because anything with Jim Jones, I gotta listen. Jim Jones never disappoints, bro. Never disappoints. So that was the only one I actually got to listen to, and I didn't get to listen to the rest of the album. But I'll plan on it. But that Jim Jones record was fire.
Yeah, that
was in my opinion. That was because it was the best song on the project. So it's a way. It kind of makes you wanna. That's as soon as I heard it, I ran it back. Well, I ran Jim Jones' verse back.
Oh, it's fire! It's fire.
Yeah, and then I'm like, I need to finish this out. So
what I like too, like I like this because like you can clearly tell Philthy's from where he's from, and I feel like if anybody that's not from New York, if they want to put together like have dope contrast, Jim Jones is the perfect dude to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I feel like his contrast will always just up the song. So like if you don't sound like Jim Jones, if you're not a Dipset member and you do a song with Jim Jones, I feel like it has to be good.
Yeah,
that contrast definitely is sick. But yeah, this project was super dope though. Definitely recommend that one. So this next,
before we go, I want to hear Jim Jones and Jeezy album, like a full album with just them two. Yeah. Go on bars, the snow talk, like bro, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. Yo, Jeezy, make that happen,
either him and Jeezy or like him and Slim Thug, and I'd be here for it.
I'm not mad at this.
You know what I'm saying?
That might low key be
that fire. Would be like an old vet. Like
Slim Thug is super underrated.
So underrated.
Super underrated. And him and Jim, like,
it'd be like slick.
You know what? It's also because Slim Thug, his ad libs is just as crazy as Jim Jones is. Yeah. So both of their ad libs, and then they're both
like digestible. Fire. Like they say simple stuff that hold weight. So it's like I feel, and they're both like Slim Thug is painfully Southern. Like he's gonna give you that Southern shit, and Jim Jones is going to give you Harlem, New York. So it's like I feel like that would be the perfect like.
It'd be like driving an old school Cadillac candy drip through Harlem. Like that's literally what it would be.
Yep,
that'd be fire.
I feel like that would be like the contrast. That'd be the dopest contrast.
I'm here for it.
That would be the contrast that like Jay Electronica thought he was gonna get with that project with Jay. It'd be like,
I mean, but it was a whole project. Like, let's give it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. It was whole featuring Jay Electronica. It wasn't the other way around.
Yeah, it was not. It
was still fire.
It was dope, but it was whole.
Yeah. It was whole.
And it's crazy because like Hove's so strategic. Of course, Hove is gonna turn it up because he knows Jay can rap. Like Electronica's nice, so of course Hove is gonna turn it up. Like, and he did. He literally stomped on the gas. Like he turned it up.
Yeah. So I was actually surprised at the because
Jay hasn't rapped that much in a minute. He hasn't rapped that much in a minute.
There hasn't been somebody to really push Jay to actually go into the God tier mode. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Usually it's just, I'm just gonna jump on this record. I'm gonna do this for Khaled real quick. Yeah. It's a quick little balls or whatever. I'm gonna get a little flashy with it. But the Jay record, it made him go into his God tier. Like, nah, I gotta.
It was crazy because it made Jay Electronica look small.
It did.
And Jay Electronica is nice. Like that was one of the most anticipated albums for years.
It made it seem like he was an amateur it was like amateur hour. Yeah. Like Hov was just like, and it I think what made me upset but proud, like happy at the same time, was that Hov made it seem so effortless. Like it was just.
And it's crazy because like we've been waiting on that. We was waiting on that project for like a decade, over a decade.
Yeah, 10 years.
And that's what Jay gave us. And it's like Jay-Z was like, "No, I'm gonna show you why it's good to stay relevant." And just like he beat the shit out of him on that whole project. It was honestly, I couldn't tell you a song off top where I'm like, nah, Electronica took that song. No, Jay was beating you up the whole project.
The whole project. As soon as Hov started, like the first 3 bars, and you was just like, it was
insane. A whole different energy. But I fuck with that.
Yeah, I do too. I do. You sometimes you got to make your legends your rivals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, and I like that though. I think right now we're at the point where like our heroes and our legends should challenge themselves by putting out these joint projects.
Yeah, that's why I like when M does like the off the wall, off the cuff.
Yeah,
like you wouldn't even picture M rapping with this person, but then he jumps on and he just does his thing. Yeah. Like I like that stuff. It makes the legends.
Yeah,
you have a more admiration for these legends because they can step outside the box and then raise it up another gear.
Yeah, and you didn't even. We want that. We want to see them get crazy. Like, I want to see like the vets get busy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see them just rapping with like, oh, we're gonna rap with some singy rap guy. Nah, like I want to see you rap with someone you've looked at your whole career, like someone you've thought is dope like their whole career. You know what I'm saying? Like dudes you respect.
Like give me a J. Cole and Jadakiss song, bro. Like that's what I want. That's what I want.
It'd be cold. Be cold as hell, bro. I'm here for that. Yeah. Well, hopefully, man. Hopefully they figure it out, or if they start losing enough money, they'll start doing it. But so this next project, I rock with this. This was the I tape. This was Vic Mensa's project.
I reviewed this.
I like because like people sleep on Vic, and Vic can rap. He just does stupid things.
Outside of music.
Yeah,
outside of music. Yeah.
That's a lot of people that do. Like people like Russ do shit like that where you just don't like
Chris Brown
music. Chris Brown, yeah. But like Vic Mensa can fucking rap.
Yeah. Boy is like, and he was what Kanye West's prodigy, and like he's better than his pen is so much better than anybody in good, and that's saying something because Big Sean is probably my favorite rapper out of good.
Like Big Sean's one of my favorites. Common, if he's still with good, one of my favorites. But like Vic,
his pen is better than them.
Crazy. Yeah, it's insane. It's like way more versatile. It's all over the place, but he can also string together some hooks. Like he can do it all, and it sounds so elite. Like he does it at such a high level, and it's crazy. Like it's dope, and people just don't get like Vic Mensa. If he didn't do all this stupid shit and like the makeup and the rock and roll, all that bullshit, like that, appropriating white people shit and all that, and him trying to pull like a mixed card, all that bullshit, like he'd be up there because he was kind of like coming in just after like the Coles and the Gambinos were getting comfortable.
Yeah.
So he had that perfect window, like that kind of Jaden Smith era, like when Jaden started working with Gambino coming in, the Chance the Rapper era when he started having a voice. Like Vic should have been right neck at neck with all these dudes. Off his pen alone, he should have led that class.
He should have.
And he just didn't, bro. He just did all this stupid shit. And then he want to fight with people younger than him. Like, you want to have issues with XXX. Like, XXX came out, like, way after you established yourself. Like, shit like that. It's just
I didn't like all of that. Yeah. It's just, like, because it takes away from the artist that you are. Yeah. Like, it just sucks because it's, like, you could be so great, comparing it to, like, a football athlete, like a wide receiver. Like, you are so dope on the field, but then you have all these, like, what is it, Antonio Brown? You know what I'm saying? Like you're such a great football player, but it's like I don't know if I could trust you to make it to the season because you're always doing dumb shit in the offseason.
Yeah, and you're just killing your stock. Like you're just constantly killing your stock, and it's like, and it sucks because like when listening to this, I was like, fuck, Vic. Like Vic still has it, if not more. It's way more polished now. It's way cleaner. He snapped, and we mentioned Chance the Rapper. He blacked on that song with Chance and Wyclef, bro.
Yo, bro, that's the only reason why I put a fire, because that song would have been so much better if it was just him. Just let Wyclef do the hook. If it was just Vic, bro, this song it would probably got a diamond from me, bro. It was that good. It was that good because you already know Wyclef did the beat. He made the beat, and then I didn't like Wyclef's like little verse hook thing. I just give me the hook and let Vic go crazy.
Go crazy, and he did,
Vic's
bro.
verse was like, yo, bro, Vic's verse on that one is probably the best verse, and then that whole out, and mind you, this whole project is fire.
It's fire. And what's
but
crazy is like,
verse,
Vic has been like, and what's like over the last few years, I can remember a lot of songs where Vic was just a feature and losing his mind.
Yeah, Wolves. I mean,
he did there's one song, I forgot what it was called. I think it was called "Live Forever," and it was by No Big Deal, I think. And Vic came on this song and lost his fucking mind, bro.
Yes, off rip.
And it's like, God damn, like you just gonna snap on this overly positive song? Like it's just, he's nice. And this project, this is him just like, fuck it. He just turned up. He's like, oh, you guys forgot I can still rap. Like I was a freshman and people didn't realize it because I was rapping with a bunch of terrible rappers in my freshman year. Yeah. But like I can rap and he's nice. This project it's nice. It's super fucking nice.
I really wanted to give it a higher rating just off of his pen alone.
Yeah.
But it was just the Shelter and the Freedom. That was the only one. I didn't really like the Zachariah feature on there.
I didn't care. Honestly, the features, I didn't care for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The only feature I really liked was the Tish Hyman one.
Yeah. Because
Tish Hyman is
fit. Yeah, she's nice. But everything else, other than that, need it.
Yeah, I mean, Musa was dope. Musa, I really like. I didn't. I felt like Wyatt, he did his thing. Jeremiah always.
Yeah, they kept the energy. I think they kept the energy.
Yeah, and I think that's what gave me a high rating for that one. But the Zachariah feature and then Chance the Rapper, I get that you wanted Chance on there, whatever. Like you really wanted to work with him, but that wasn't the song.
No, it wasn't the song.
It was totally like Chance. It felt almost like Chance felt out of his comfort zone.
And that's the thing with people. People don't realize like Chance doesn't shine on everything.
He doesn't.
He has songs that cripple him that he's just like, I just have to do something, and it doesn't work. But like Chance is more for, if you want to get like a soulful thing going, he will lose his mind. But if you're trying to get him on stuff, like unless it's like super ignorant rap, like full on, he's gonna stumble, bro. And like that's just how it works. Like,
yeah, he's not a Barzy type of rapper. He's a rapper that's gonna. He's an entertainer. Yeah, like he's gonna give you an
more wacky than, they're like wacky.
Yeah, you know, they're more out of the play because even his metaphors, his punchlines, like they're there for like joke value almost.
Yeah,
you know,
they're not there to be like digested.
Even a Lil Dicky can fucking rap.
But speaking of Lil Dicky, Dave season 2 coming soon.
Yo, bro, can't wait.
I just saw the trailer for it. It's hysterical.
Number 2. Yeah, but we not gonna talk about that.
He's one of those rappers. I'm like, bro, don't think the funny. It's hard to rap funny. It's hard to be that funny.
First of all, I watched almost every single freestyle video he ever put out, but the freestyle video that he did on, was it Vlad?
Oh yeah.
And then the freestyle that he did on was it Serious? Bro, first of all, the Shade 45 one was probably my favorite because the way that he kept stopping the beat, talking it.
He killed it. He killed it.
And then going right back into it. Yeah. They pulled out Flowers for Shorty and all that mid rap.
He's nice.
He is like, I've never seen
People
a rapper
sleep
like that,
he's nice. Like it's not like the fact that his whole album not only slapped and it was he's up there and it was funny. He's nice.
Bro, and you know what? And I think that his show is gonna give him it's gonna give him more of a platform because you look at the first episode in a studio session with YG.
Oh my god!
He just and all you hear is the snares in the background. He's trying to make the beat and he's just rapping like, yo, bro, crazy, that was cool. I want to know if he just started freestyling it. Like, was it freestyle?
He's one of those people like people forget. Like he's a fundamental, and that's the thing. Like people think because he's just funny, but like he on his album he has that song where he's rapping over like the old school beats. Like he has the fundamentals. Like he's nice. Like he's OD nice. And it's crazy. People don't realize like it's hard to write funny rap. Like that's as funny. Like his shit is hilarious. He builds like a whole atmosphere. That's not easy to do, bro.
It's not easy. I tried to put my sister on one of his songs because I put my wife on, and now my wife knows like this dude is just the truth. Now she watches Dave with me. She's hyped. So I tried to put my sister on. Her husband was like, "Yo, this dude is nice." So I put her on to the song. I'm just pillow tucking with a bitch.
Fire,
bro. I'm sitting there trying to explain to her, like, yo, it is. First of all, for any artist, me and you both know. Yeah. I'm a storytelling type of artist, right? I love telling stories. Like, that's probably one of my best attributes of my rapping. But it's hard to tell a story and to be funny about it, in funny,
and not like shock value funny, like
not shock value, funny. Actually be funny, like, yo, bro, he's literally, he's talking about, like, yo, you don't think the dinosaurs existed? Like, yo, he's really, honestly, when he did
the video for when White Crime came out. That song is hard. That song's fire. Yo, like, the beat's fire. Everything. But like the video and what he's talking about is fucking hilarious, because he's delivering it like a street rapper, and it kills me. Like, when he's talking about sneaking 6 ounces, when he says sneaking 6 ounces on the airplane, and he's like, the limit 3, like, that shit killed me, bro. Like,
sneaking Snapple into the movie theaters. I'm gonna sneak Snapple into the movie theaters with a bag of chips in my pocket. Yo, so fucking funny. That is extremely, that is a unique talent that not a lot of people have. So when they say, like, oh, Dickie is only this type of no, he could do literally anything. And he's proved it. I mean, that if you just take that small sample from that album, and that's the only thing he ever comes out with, bro, that's a classic in its own.
It's a classic. And it had so many legends on it. He had like the intro with Snoop. Like, he had
he had the Snoop joint. The Snoop joint was dope because like he was literally, it was
him telling a story like he was getting interviewed. Like, that shit is hilarious.
And it was just deeper than that too, because it's like he's making fun of the music industry at that point. Like, this is, like, why do I have to do it? He's like, oh, do a hook right here on the spot, like, not right or nothing. Like,
and then
he was like, don't you
music video was animated, and then it was crazy.
That shit was dope.
And then he had to, but what's even funnier is not only was that a play on the industry, he gave you exactly his blueprint. Yeah. Like, he's like, yo, I'm just a Jewish dude. I took my bar mitzvah money and I wanted to rap, and I thought I was pretty funny. And like, he literally tells you that.
It's like, ain't nobody making funny about rap. Like,
it's crazy.
And he's right, bro. Nobody, I don't think anybody is ever gonna be able to follow his blueprint because of the fact that what he can do with it. It's one thing to just do it for shock value, or just to do it to say, like, oh, I could spit bars, like, but also be funny about it. Bro. No, but he's actually, like, this is what he does. Like, and
it's like a stand up. Like, his videos, like the save that money.
He said, I didn't even want to go into rap at first. At first, like, I could rap. I could really rap, but I didn't really want to rap. Like, I wanted to write. I wanted to do. He said that his biggest influence was Seinfeld, and he really wanted to make shows like Seinfeld and shit like that. Yeah. So I think, like, this, going into season 2, knowing who's gonna be, and did you know that Kevin Hart actually produces this show?
Yeah.
So that's pretty dope.
It was great. Like, this was, for me, this is the white rappers ATL.
Yeah, that's what I kept saying to everyone. Like, every time I try to describe it to people, like, now you gotta watch it. This is ATL, but with a white dude,
a white rapper. Yeah, that's it.
But better because it's actually rapping it. ATL has no rap.
Yeah, ATL, the main dude, was like, he rapped, but it wasn't the part. That wasn't the point of the track.
It wasn't. Like, but this, he's actually rapping. Like, I think he ain't rapping like 2 episodes out of the 8. Yeah, but
it's fire.
Even the last episode, the season finale, he was talking about, like, getting molested. I was like,
it's crazy, bro. But it's good stuff, man. I'm hyped for season. The trailer's hysterical for season 2. So
I didn't see the trailer yet. I only saw
it's funny as hell.
Promo.
It's ridiculous. It's very extreme, but it's like, you can tell it's done on purpose.
It's Dave. Yeah, it's Dave.
Yep. So the next project was For Better or Worse by former Not Your Man's reviewer Frank Bosa. This is solid, man. This is solid. I'm on this, as you guys can see. I'm a feature on this project, and that track is that's a summertime track.
That's a couple of weeks. Almost every show we've done, you've been a feature on a song.
I've been working. I've been working.
Working. Oh man, that work.
I'm waiting on features right now, but I've been working. And
we're not gonna talk about it.
Dice is here. I'd be giving him a hard time too, but no, I've been working. I enjoy rap, but this project is super solid, man. I rock with Frank, and honestly, he's only gotten better since we first reviewed him, and his rating's been going up since. And this project is very dope. I think the only difference, but he did say why, is the quality on some certain songs take a dip. But I do
that was the only thing that
he mixed.
That was the only thing that got
the ones that got bad mixes. So he's learned. The dude who mixed like my song and track 5, that's the dude who produces it. He mixed it. That's why those songs sound better. And then Frank mixed the others himself. So I give him props for working on it.
Yeah, that was the only thing that kind of like lessened my value. But I mean, I would have probably gave it the same rating. Yeah, the quality has to be consistent throughout the whole project. If it's not, it devalues.
Yeah.
But I wasn't mad at this project. I enjoyed it.
Frank, I like the sad boy shit. I like the meaningful stuff. I like his production that he chooses is dope. And I honestly, the only thing that I can say for Frank, as far as like, I feel like he's gotten really comfortable in his delivery. I feel like the only next step he can do is kind of work on translation of like feeling through his voice and words, because sometimes like when you listen to him rap, and I mean it's gonna sound like I'm taking a shot, but it sounds like he raps without facial expressions. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just
I can see that.
Yeah, I need a little more energy, a little more emotion. Even if you got to fake some, hit certain points and levels, and that honestly is gonna make your delivery so much more it's gonna make it better and just way more digestible. But
yeah, you gotta put, especially with the sad boy shit, it has to feel like it's coming from here.
Yeah.
Before like it comes out of here. Yeah. Like it's, and I can say like, well, One Cent is probably my favorite song on the project.
Oh yeah.
I felt like he went crazy. But what was it? I think it was You and Me. You and Me, it just felt like everything was just like
stiff.
It was just real stiff.
Yeah.
It had it been a little bit more emotion, like just a little bit. And then you don't gotta exaggerate it or go fully into it. Just a little bit of emotion goes a long way.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's always I was like telling him a lot. I always, I talk to him all the time. I'm like, bro, like once you start getting comfortable where you start to develop different like bags, I'm telling you, it makes the music better. That's why like on this one, like, and not to, I'm not really trying to shameless plug, but like on my verse, I did like 3 different things because I'm like, yo, I want to sauce it up. I want to have fun.
Yeah, you was kind of like going in and out and kind of like fucking around
to like vibing to like new school to like talking. I did a little Drake-ish, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like that kind of variety. I'm giving people a buffet of things. Just take all, enjoy yourself type of stuff.
But you could tell that you could tell like you're having fun. Like you could actually feel the energy of it.
Yeah, because it's like you don't have to be. It's like once you establish that you can rap, that shouldn't be the end all be all. Like you have to go from being a rapper to an instrument, bro. Like you have to be an artist, like an instrument. So I feel like Frank is starting to finally come into that, and I feel like he just needs. It's just, everything you get better with every release. I just feel like he needs to really believe that, and dive into that bag. So, next project was Applied Precision by Mike Titan and Zcience Division. I like them as a duo. I think Zcience Division's production is super cold. I might actually have to hit him up because his shit makes me want to rap. And Mike Titan's nice.
Yeah,
one of my boys commented on this saying that he was like, "This is fire to you," and I'm like, "Bro, this is fire." Like Mike Titan's nice.
Has he never heard anything Mike Titan has released? Mike Titan's fire, bro. I was an instant fan when you sent me that before he released that, and I was like, nah, anything Mike Titan drop, bro, I'm downloading.
I like that he got nice. A cold delivery. He remind me of Havoc from Mobb Deep, but he has.
You always say that. In my opinion, he reminds me of Pun, bro.
Okay, I respect it. Me. I respect it. I mean, hey, either way, it's New York.
Either way, it's just New York.
Sounds very New York. Yeah. And he raps about shit that I love. Like he talking about politics. He talks about like shit that's going on now. It's smart rap, bro, but it's not like he's not like using big words and no bullshit. It's like smart. It's like a street dude talking to you about like, Wall Street type shit. Like he's going to get it to you in the clearest way for you to understand it. And it's digestible.
It's kind of like, it's not like I'm not hitting you over the head with an encyclopedia.
Like, he's not talking like he's smarter than you. He's talking you should understand.
I'm a HUD nigga, you a HUD nigga, but look, I know a little bit more about this shit than you do. So let me tell you about this shit.
That's that teacher shit, and that's why I fuck with Mike Titan. Like I feel like all his songs, he's just got mad lessons, and it's just filled with just gems and all this dope politics and just dope subject matter, like shit that like rappers are afraid to talk about. He just confident, like effortlessly, just like just food and medicine. And I fuck with it, man. I really fuck with this project. He's nice,
yeah, I did
bro.
Too.
He's nice, yeah.
I fuck with anything Mike Titan. Yo, Mike Titan, nice. I need a feature, bro. I need a feature from you, bro.
Facts.
Like,
he's nice.
I need that because John wants me to do some boom bap so bad. Let's make it work, bro.
Yo, talk nice to me, bro. I'm here for that. I'm here for that feature, bro. I'm here for it. He's dope too, man. Reach out to him. Like, he's getting.
He's mad. He's mad. Cool. I'm about to reach out to him, man. I think I got a slot open for this album, so I sent everybody, but I have an EP coming up where I got a couple of people that I consider like killers, and I sent them all my verse first. So I'm expecting to get killed. You know what I'm saying? Is this what I'm on, or is that the other one?
No, this is another one. This is okay. I'm gonna call it like a commercial because I'm like, I'm fan reaching too. Like, got you. So, but like. I'm expecting him to kill me because like I went off on his project when he sent me with his verse first.
So maybe I shouldn't send you my verse yet. I think I went off, bro.
I'm hyped about it.
I got it in my bag. I got it in my bag.
I'm ready for that.
I got a little political. I'm not gonna lie.
It's good to get political sometimes.
Got a little political, but I was in my bag, bro.
We got things that bother us.
In my bag, man.
I'm not mad at it. So this next project I was mad at. This next one was Haitian Boy Kodak by Kodak Black.
Can I leave? And come back? Yeah, this is garbage. Why? I don't. You know what? There's only one verse I like from Kodak Black ever, and I think it was on a DJ Khaled album. Okay. That was it. That was it. I can't stand it.
Kodak has mainly put out stuff that I hate, but I feel like there was a time where I didn't hate his music, and I don't know what happened.
I don't know. I've always hated his music, and I take that back. It wasn't DJ Khaled. It was Chris Brown, and it was that feature on that one club record that he had put out that I actually like, the one on his last album, the Heartbreaking on the Full Moon. Oh, okay. That song. I was like, oh, okay, Kodak got a nice verse, and then everything after that I was just like, yo, this nigga's trash, bro. He's
too, and like, what's crazy, you want to hear some wild shit? So one of the dudes one of the first Nacho Man's review, my boy JP, I went to school with him. He posted on Facebook. He was like, man, y'all still talking about that Cole album? He's like, bro, who's still listening to it? I've been bumping this Kodak since it dropped, and I'm like, oh man, I'm like, the disrespect.
Yo. What?
He loves it though, and I respect it, because he loves it.
Cole is like fresh oranges on a hot ass day, whereas Kodak Black is like rotten apples that you're trying to get rid of at a yard sale. Yeah. Like it's there's no comparison, bro. Like
Kodak came out like before this dropped. He had that weird like insecure post, like I'm better than all you. You know how they always do. They always gotta hype in some stupid way because that's what happens when rappers don't have a PR team. For people that don't realize, when a rapper gets locked up enough, they can't afford a PR team if TMZ isn't posting their whole life. So they go online instead of like actually promoting something like their project that's coming out that's supposed to be big. They just go and post like, I'm better than your favorite rapper, and say something spicy. So TMZ and them have to post it.
Little Pump.
Yeah, that's what happens when they don't have a PR team anymore. But yeah, this project was boring, bro. It was a lot of squishy noises and him doing weird singing. And I'm like, I'm Haitian, bro. Like, I want to represent. But he didn't even do anything good with it. Like, he had a song where he was speaking Creole. And that would, like, just because he's speaking Creole, I'm not going to give you props. Like, his song sucked. And
song was trash. Yeah,
the whole album was trash. There was two songs on this that I was like, all right, these songs slide because they're just like summer vibe songs. But other than that, the rest of this is garbage. Like, I
didn't like it at all, bro. Yeah, I didn't like it at all.
It's squishy noises. He just sounds like a baby, like a newborn.
I didn't get through not one song on this album. I think I changed the song probably 50 seconds into every single song. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
It's the worst. Something about the dudes that sound like him. Like, there's no way like grown men talk like this. Like, you sound like your breath stink, bro. Like, this shit is just, you know what I'm saying? Like, no way grown men talk like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they talk like kids.
He sound like he scratches his booty hole and then sniffs
it in public.
Yeah, like, come on, bro. And then licks your fingers after the fact. Like, eat food and lick it. Oh, bro.
Or rubs their eyes like this and they get pink eye and they don't know where it's from. It's crazy, bro. Like, and it's like people love it, bro. And I don't get it. I don't fully get it. But.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
So the next project, which was very similar, this was Zaytoven presents FO15. This is Zaytoven and FO15, which is just a bunch of people with weird names: Zaybang, Lil Bean, King Llama, Lil Yee, and Lil Pete, Lil Prezi. Like Lil Yee. It's fucking this. Yo, my boy did bring up a good point on this. He was like, yo, Zaytoven might be the most overrated producer. He might be.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Because he can play the piano, but I think it's because he can play piano, people overhype him because he can actually play an instrument.
Not necessarily, because that's like saying that Steve Stokes, not Steve Stokes, Stout.
Yeah, Steve, yeah.
Yeah, that he's overrated because I don't think anybody can play the keys better than Stout.
I feel like Zaytoven, yeah, he could play piano, but I feel like he probably hasn't impressed me in a minute.
I think the last impressive thing he put out was the one with him and Usher.
Yeah.
All those beats was fire.
Yeah.
But other than that, you know what?
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I really feel like it depends on the artist, because when you look at when he works with Future, he always gives Future dope projects. Yeah. He gives that whole project with Usher, that whole project slap.
Yeah, it did.
I really feel like it's just who you with. But I think that this is his regular team. This is probably the niggas that be in the studio with him while he's smoking weed and making beats. Yeah. Like, this is literally what it felt like.
Yeah, this is terrible. This is like people that live in his neighborhood, and he's like, fuck it, let's put these kids on, because this is just a lot of nonsense, and it's just not good. Like, I didn't enjoy any of this. I was like, what the fuck is happening? I didn't enjoy the beat. I didn't enjoy anything. I mean, it's like, if you're gonna put your peoples on, don't give them the throwaways.
Yo, bro. First of all, if these are his peoples, he should immediately not let them be his peoples no more. Facts. Like, get them the fuck up out the studio.
That's a fact.
Because not one of them had anything of substance, no boss. There was garbage. It just, everything just felt mismatched together. And
the mainstream. That's it.
They all sounded the fucking same, bro. Like, I didn't realize there was three people in one song. You couldn't tell
who was who because it didn't matter. Yeah. Like, you could have told me this project was two people, and I would have been like, okay.
Yeah, you could have told me it was one person. I would have been like, all right.
Oh, cool. He switches his voice up, like, okay.
Yeah, that's literally what it seemed like. Like, everybody there was no variation. There was no, like, people trying to be creative and sound different, or, come up with a different flow. Like, everybody, same generic ass flow, same auto tune, same. Like, come on, get this nut. Piece of garbage out the fucking door, bro.
I'm not a fan of that shit. I don't think I'll ever be a fan of that like, just copy. Like, try something different.
Be you. Yeah. Be you. Stop trying to be everybody else. Be you.
Yeah. Garbage. So the next project was a little bit of a letdown, but it was still solid. This was the Trust the Sopranos. This is the Benny the Butcher and 38 Spesh.
I was actually surprised you didn't give it a higher rating. I know why. You even get my theory out first.
Okay.
I know why. Because we hold Benny the Butcher to such a high standard that when he doesn't meet it, because he didn't meet it on every single song. That's a fact.
I know, but he wasn't even on every single song. That's what was weird.
That's what I think made it feel like such a letdown, because of the fact that, like, it just. But my thing is, I think it really was about. It wasn't for him.
I feel like this was 38 Spesh's project.
Yeah, and
Spesh is nice. Spesh is nice. As much as, like, and Not Your Man's, he kind of did us dirty during an interview, but either way, Spesh is nice. And this is like, I don't know. I feel like everyone else on this kind of shined, and Benny had some moments where he fucking would lose his mind. Yeah. But it wasn't a lot. I feel like a lot of these are like throwaways that, like, Spesh probably had in the cuff, and, like, it didn't feel like they worked on it together. It felt like it was thrown together.
Yeah, it did.
And it was like a showcase for, like, because, like, Shay Nar's on multiple tracks. Ransom's one of my favorite new rappers, period, right now. It's good to see, like,
I love Ransom.
He's fire.
I love Ransom.
I think, honestly, Haim shined. Both of the tracks.
He probably had the best verse.
That song, track 6, that's his song.
Yeah,
that's the best song short. Yeah, that's the best song on here. Like,
yeah, that's how I was about to get into that too. I felt like he was fucking nice.
But just the rest of it didn't feel like it. Like, there was, like, a lot of song, like 38 Spesh and Benny aren't on every song on this, and that's what's weird. Yeah. It's like, I thought we were gonna get them both banging, and then, like, the production is a lot of mix and match. It isn't like what you would expect to hear from both of them, so that was kind of a letdown. So it really, I don't know, it just didn't. I thought it was gonna punch, like, because I know them as they're both rappers. They both punch, they rap.
Yeah.
So I thought they both were just gonna come on here and give me all the mobster street slick talk and bars. And it's just really, like, they were missing, like, one song Spesh is here, one song Benny's here, it's never together, and it just was like, it was a mess. It was all over the place. So it didn't feel like a cohesive thought. It felt like there was just like a studio push.
At the end of the day, they should have just put Benny the Butcher and 38 Spesh presents. It shouldn't have been
exactly
that, like, you know what I'm saying?
Then I would have been like, whatever.
I would have been mad at that because now you're coming into it expecting them to present, other niggas that they trying to put on, like him and shit. So, I wouldn't have been mad at that. But when you market it as your album and this is an album that you're dropping specifically, now, I'm gonna hold you. I'm hold you to that high standard.
We feel hustled.
Fucking Benny. Who's not gonna hold him to a high standard?
Yeah. So it's upsetting, but it is what it is. So the next Friday release was one I didn't even know came out. I stopped following this dude because he blocked us, but this was Pablo and Blanco EP by Dave East and Millyz. So Dave East blocked us a long time ago. We're still blocked by him. I double checked. We're still blocked because of our Karma 2 review. He got like a 1.5 and he didn't like it. But he liked our first review. When we first put out a review, he was all in our comments like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And then
Karma 2 was trash.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm a Dave East fan. I love Dave East, but that shit was trash.
And he blocked.
We're gonna keep it a buck, bro.
We're still blocked, but it is what it is. But this project I really fucking liked. I liked it for the fact that I think that his voice, Dave East has a dope rapping voice and a dope flow.
Yeah, he does.
And then I think Millyz has a very like rap voice, and he's crazy, like a crazy white boy though. And I feel like the clash, their contrast was fire. But the fact that they were doing the Pablo and Blanco and they were just back to backing like different drug lord shit, I loved it. This felt like a fun, like I feel like they watched a whole bunch of drug movies like Blow, and they watched all these movies and were like, yo, let's just rap about this shit. And they did. Like this shit slapped. Every beat, I was like, yo, I'm here for this project, bro. They were fucking going crazy. And
in my opinion, this is probably the best thing I've heard from Dave East in a while.
This is the funnest shit. Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, he needs that excitement because like when he did that, like when he did the stuff with like Styles and stuff like that, he gets killed by those dudes, by those vets. Yeah. And it's not necessarily because of like, it obviously is going to be skill, but like you can't go against the vet with a voice. And Dave East, he's very one-dimensional if you really think about it. He may rap on different types of beats, but he has the same voice and flow. Yeah. He doesn't have different bags. So when you're rapping with
he doesn't change it up.
Yeah. So if you're rapping with anyone who's like a vet that is like a master at atmosphere or just a master at like heavy hitting lines like fucking Styles P, you can't match that if this is all you do. You know what I'm saying?
And Styles P will make you rethink a lot of it.
Yeah, he'll not only will he'll sound better than you, he'll tell a story better than you, and then he'll punch better than you. There's not much you can do. So Dave East doing projects with dudes like that, it's like whatever. But like doing a project with someone who's just like a rap fundamentalist, like Millyz, just like, yo, I'm gonna go crazy and just bar out. It's fun. You know what I'm saying? Like this project sounds way more fun. It doesn't sound like, one is drowning, and they were doing back and forths and all this shit.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Nice.
Yeah, I fucking loved it. This project slapped, bro. This shit is mad fucking fun. They had mad chemistry, and I hope they do more.
Facts. So give us another one.
And then we got 2 SoundCloud Saturdays again. So welcome back, even though it's probably not going to happen for a while because people learned better. They learned to release stuff on all streaming. So this first one
man, stop the SoundCloud shit, man.
Facts. So this next one is the Something in the Woods Part 2 EP by MCD. This is Self Savior's artist. This project is this dude has only been getting yellow stamps, and it's funny to see he got another one from someone else because I gave him for Part 1. And it's like, this dude can rap. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because he has really good content and shit that I have, but like everything else is just like boring.
All this to me was cookie cutter. Yeah. It wasn't really.
I feel like he didn't do stuff.
It didn't do anything for me.
Yeah, I feel like everything around it just like, and that it shows a lot. Like you can't just rap.
Lucky at Walco. Lucky he got Walco on this. Yeah, I was giving it a red stamp. When I listened to it, I had it rated at a 1 out of 10.
Oh, nice! I love that.
The only one the only song that I actually liked on it was the intro. I felt like when he came off on the intro, it kind of set a tone that he didn't match or exceed
after. It went straight downhill. It was like
it just went straight downhill.
Yeah, it was like Dogecoin, not to the moon.
Yeah, so this shit was just. I felt like if he would have just like, I don't know, man.
It's just crazy. Like you got to pick.
He has a nice voice though. Like he has the voice. There's there's moments. I don't want to say like
that bruv rap shit.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I think Walco gave him a higher rating. I wouldn't have gave him that.
Okay,
he would have got a 1 out of 10 from me.
Yeah,
maybe a 2 because
the first track.
The intro was fire. Yeah, the intro was fire. And then after that, it was just like, yo, I'm closing the tab.
I feel like it's honestly, I don't know if it's the thing with this dude. I don't know if it's necessarily him, but I feel like it's just his beat choice and like the engineers and stuff like that. Something to spice it up.
It could be that too, because sometimes when you have specific engineers, you have specific like people that you go to, and then you start going to somebody new that you like, you like, or they because engineers are probably like, they should be paid way more than what they paid. Engineers make our artists what an artist is, and if you could find an engineer that not only knows your voice, but could get your voice to sound the way that it needs to sound,
and is as passionate. Like that's the thing. Like I've dealt with a lot of engineers, and it sucks when you have an engineer that just doesn't get what you're trying to do, or they're just not feeling. They're not giving the energy that you want. They're just like, I know how to make the audio sound clean. I know how to do levels, and it's like, no, like tell me if you want something to echo. Like get busy, like get fucking active, and like. You can't just do shit like that and not share that energy, and that's what ruins it. Like when it comes to money, like a lot of these dudes will just bullshit you for a couple bucks rather than like really want to work with you.
I'm just gonna mix and do a light master, and it's good. It sounds good. No, it doesn't.
It's bullshit. It's like that's not. You're not putting it as
you're not invested.
It's like you're not doing this as if you want to make money off of it.
So what am I paying you for? At the end of the day, and not for nothing. Like all right, so everybody, my engineer Jawabi. Shout out to Wabi. So my engineer, my fellow CEO, my label mate, whatever. He does all my shit, and anytime that if I go to a different studio, I make sure I get all my stems. I send it to him. He's gonna mix and master it because he knows what I need and how to. 9 times out of 10, I send it to him, and I don't even gotta hear from him until it's mastered. Yo, does it sound good? Tell him what I need changed. He'll do it. That's it. Whatever. It's good to go. I went to this one dude out here. When I first started getting everything together for the Brighton Volume 2, went to him and I'm recording the song and everything, and I'm telling him, I'm like, all right, so for this one part, like I need the auto tune over here, whatever, and I need it to sound just like this or whatever. This is gonna maximize what I'm trying to do as far as when I'm singing. He's like, oh, don't worry about it. I got it. Whatever. I've worked with like Beyonce's people and shit. Like nigga, I don't give a fuck who the fuck you work with, bro.
Have you worked with me?
Like I don't give a fuck. Nigga, you could have worked with Drake just yesterday, my nigga. Not any of these other niggas. Like I know, I know what the fuck I need to do and how I want to sound.
I know what I like.
Put it in this key. I know what key to put it in. I know what key. I know the minors, the major. I know all of that, bro. I engineer too, bro. Like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. He's like, oh, but you know what I'm saying? Like I don't give a fuck who you worked with, bro. Niggas try to bring up Beyonce, Grammys, all this shit, nigga. I don't give a fuck how many plaques you got on your wall. I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, you as an artist, you yourself know how you want to sound and how you need to sound.
That's it.
And then the engineer is supposed to take it out and make it pop.
Yeah, they're supposed to tear. They're supposed to figure out how you want to do it and then make it the best it possibly can and hit that standard.
Or make it better. Than what you think what you should sound. Because I mean, I that's what Jawabi does. You know what I mean? I don't even talk to this nigga no more. I just jump in this fucking studio and he gives me a light mix. I'm like, oh shit. That's how it works, man. He's like, oh, it's not even mastered yet. You lying.
It's crazy. Yeah, man, but that's the thing. Like that shit will make or break a lot of people. A lot of people like
engineers can make or break
by just having some random person fucking give them some bullshit. Like find someone who literally engineers shit that sounds like you the way you want to sound. That's it.
Yeah.
But what can you
or get you learn how to engineer,
or you have to learn how to do it, or learn how to express like what you want, or else it's just you're selling yourself short.
And this is a tip to newer, younger artists and everything too. If you learn how to sit down and learn how you sound and learn how to work it, like if you could soft engineer yourself, like give yourself soft mixes
send it to someone,
you can learn it. Solid. Bro, Solid.
That's what I do. So I have a 3-piece coming out. I don't know when, but I have a little 3-piece that I just got the masters for that I sent to Kairu. And I do like a small, like a light, like kind of mix when I'm putting together because I get the idea of what I want it to sound. And I sent it to him and he's like, bro, this is how you're supposed to send stems. Like, he's like, this is exactly what it should sound like. And I'm like, oh, that's good to hear because he had a good time and he sent me back. And I love what he sent me back. And I'm like, all right, you get it, you know? And that's it. And then we had like maybe 2 small minor adjustments. We went on Discord, we listened to it, and that was it, you know? But that's how it's supposed to be.
But that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, you and your engineer are supposed to be on the same page. And if you're not on the same page with your engineer, then that's not the engineer for you. Look for a new one.
Look for a new one. There's a billion out there. Someone will find. You'll find someone. Just don't get hustled, you know?
At all.
Yeah. But and then the last project we did, this was Therapy Session by S. Don. This is only available on his website, so there's that, you know, which is tough out here. But this project I liked the concept of the therapy session, like him and his lady going through it, and they're having like a custody battle and the struggles and all sorts of stuff like that. I think that is a dope fucking theme because that's shit that people realize happens every day, but nobody talks about it. He just didn't deliver. It's just some of this stuff was overproduced, or he was just on a smooth beat, wild, aggressive. And it just felt like, you know what this whole project felt like to me, and it really hurt to hear it, was like he's probably been sitting on this project for years and he just kept adding more to it. And it just becomes too much. Like, this is one project that I think is overcooked rather than like undercooked. This is too much.
I could see that. You know, I could definitely see that. I could see that. Like, he just, because if he would have cut it down, I think if he would have cut, it was 16, I think 16 songs in it. I think if he would have cut it down, if it may say like, give me like 10 of these songs, but like keep it, because I need it here. You're already telling a story, and the concept is like you said, it's dope. Yeah. So if you would have kept it here and stayed in this little box and fleshed that out, you didn't have to do everything else. I think
so much. It's like the first song you come in, the intro, and the intro was too much. Like, the beat was way too crazy. You had a billion lines, you had a million concepts. It was like, relax. And then you had a skit to kind of set it up. Then I need your help. Cool. And then the next thing, chaos, 2 features, more chaos. And it was just like, bro, this is too much. Like, zone it in, like, listen to it a few times, like, make it a little simpler. Cause like, he can rap, his voice is dope, and the theme is dope. So it's like, you don't have to try to appeal to everyone if you have a themed passion project. Like, at this point, you gotta appeal to yourself.
Passion project shouldn't be that long at the end of the day too. You would have kept it short and simple, stayed on topic. Kept and had actually a thoughtful storyline. Like, a lot of people don't understand like the structure of putting an album together. You know, like the 1 to the 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you have a story that you're telling and you're actually going through the progressions, it's like watching a movie. You know, but it's an audio book.
And that's what you want. You want to give someone that feeling of like you want them to end the project and feel like they went through something. Definitely. If you don't listen to something and feel, it's like, people can say what they want about Off Season with J. Cole. Like, it wasn't what we expected or wanted or whatever, but at the end of the day, it still made me want to fucking rap. So it did something for the rappers. It did something for the rappers.
It did what it had to do. You know what I'm saying? So say what you want about Cole. Cole's a fucking genius.
He's a genius. That's a fact. But but this project, I feel like a little dial it back a little bit and just get more be more satisfied with, like, you know, initially
what you have
done. And like, talk to people, like, get other ears on it, man. Like, don't be afraid to get other ears on it. Like, I like the first few songs, I'm like, this beat's too much, or this is just too much. Like, you got to tell people that sometimes.
There's just too much going on, and it takes away from what you're trying to accomplish.
It becomes jumbled, because then like you lose. Then I like lost the theory, the whole therapy concept until the couples therapy, where he had the lady come in, and that whole song is like them fighting in the couples therapy room. I was like, that's cold, but like, that's 4 songs later. Like, I just got lost in 4 songs to get there. So it's like, but. I mean, I think this dude has the potential to put out something dope. It's just gonna take a little bit of work, you know. But other than that, man, that was it for the week, man. Super solid week. We're getting into summer. It's summer now, so people are gonna start releasing music. There's leaks coming. There's a lot going on. So I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the good music, but that's really.
Oh yeah, Volume 2 is being pushed back. It's not coming out next month.
All right, solid.
Gotta tell you, it's July. We aiming for July.
Fire. So I'm probably gonna drop next month because I want to just drop.
Well, I have your record ready by next month. Yeah, but my project is probably if I could get everything mastered, because I still gotta send y'all the record or whatever. So if I could get everything mastered and done by probably the middle of June, I can drop it by the end of June. But I'm looking at like the middle of July right
now. Solid. I'm not mad at it. All right, man.
I want to be midsummer, like hot. Yeah. I want to make niggas want to shoot each other. Like this album's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm super excited for it. And we gotta get we gotta get you for the story. We gotta see who wants to do the review out of our fans. That's,
whoever want to review it, and y'all give me a bad review. Fisticuffs.
Yeah, fags. Fight for that review.
I'll pull up on you.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, that's fair, dude. That's the next step. Dead ass. I always wanted Not Your Man's to turn into like a fighting league.
We gotta get into a fight club, bro. Yeah. Like anybody that has a red stamp, y'all could potentially raise up your stock by beating one of us up.
Oh yeah, and then also if you have a beef with another rapper, maybe we can host it. We'll be like, we'll host it. We'll host it. We'll be like streamers for rap.
Dude, we'll be what's that? What's the Def Jam Vendetta?
That's it. Underground rappers, yeah.
That's a fact, man. That'd be dope.
Other than that, man, that's all we got, man. I'll holler at you. I'm done for the night. I'm fried.